Good afternoon, everybody. Today is October 21st, 2018. Today our lecture is Ahetuka Cittas, Part-1. Rootless consciousness we need to learn today. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. We will continue the lecture, chapter number 1, consciousness. So there are many kind of consciousness, 89 kind or 121 kind of the consciousness. So we already learned only 12 kind of unwholesome consciousness. We finished. I think this got a little bit more, the introduction and then some kind of Abhidhamma, the ultimate sense, and then unwholesome mind. So today we will go to the next group. The next group is Ahetuka Cittas, rootless consciousness. Previous mind, unwholesome mind is a root. There's a root, a loba root, dorsal root, and moha root, greed root, anger root, delusion root. But today, these mind are no roots. Yeah. So we will learn today this one. Ahetuka Cittas in Pali. So Ahetuka means rootless. Rootless meaning is this mind. Generally, we say this kind of mind has no powerful. I mean, he has a power, but not very powerful. I mean, akusala very powerful because of their rules, but in this consciousness, there's no root. So that's why the consciousness is not very powerful. But in our daily life, these consciousness many times arise. When we see, when we hear, we need to communicate with the other. We need these consciousness, but this consciousness is not very powerful. Just knowing the information in our daily life to communicate each other. After that, there's a kusala or akusala, wholesome or unwholesome mind, consciousness. They are very powerful because they have root. Yeah. So first we need to understand like this. Okay. So in the previous session, discussion about the consciousness was properly classified under 4 divisions, isn't it? 4 divisions according to the plane: Kama Loka, Sing sphere, consciousness, and then Rupa Loka, form sphere, consciousness, and Arupa Loka, formless sphere, consciousness, and Lokuttara, mundane, supramundane consciousness. So we already learned this one, these 4 kind of consciousness in previous chapter, isn't it? So with respect to its nature, it divides itself into 4 classes. Some type of classes are unwholesome, akusala, because they spring from the attachment, from the aversion or evil, padiga, and then from the ignorance or delusion, moha. So this is one kind of consciousness. It's included in the karma loka, sing sphere. And then opposed to them, wholesome type of consciousness, kusala we call in Pali, because they are rooted in the non-attachment opposite. Non-attachment or generosity, aloba. And then goodwill, adosa, and then wisdom, amoha. So these are root. These are root. Aloba, adosa, amoha, loba, dosa, moha, these are root. So the consciousness with these root we call Ahetuka Cittas. So Ahetuka Cittas is a very powerful mind. They generate the karma condition. Karma condition is a very important condition in our life. One of the conditions, including in the 24 kind of universal condition, Patana, the Buddha explained this one. But today our lecture is different from these kind of consciousness, because today consciousness, what we learn is the rootless consciousness. There's no kind of root. So the former are unwholesome as they produce undesirable effect. The unwholesome consciousness we already learned. So unwholesome consciousness produced undesirable effect. In Pali it's anatika vipaka. Anatika vipaka. And then the later, we will learn later, the later consciousness is a wholesome consciousness, opposite, directly opposite to the unwholesome consciousness. So they produce desirable effect. Eta vipaka. Eta and anatta opposite. Eta is a desirable. Anatta is a undesirable. So the both kusala and akusala, wholesome and unwholesome consciousness constitute what in Pali we call karma. So that's why in universal condition, 24 kind of universal condition, the Buddha point out there are karma condition. They are karma condition. Karma condition is one kind of condition, what we need in our life. So those type of consciousness arise as an inevitable result. The wholesome give the wholesome result. Unwholesome consciousness give the unwholesome result, isn't it? So any kind of result we call in Pali is vipaka. So vipaka meaning is resultant. So resultant, the resultant is where it comes from. The resultant is because of the kusala, wholesome, because of the akusala and wholesome. So they are connected. Kusala citta, akusala citta is connected with the vipaka citta. Vipaka citta is resultant consciousness. Resultant consciousness arises because we make already kusala, wholesome, and akusala and wholesome. That's why we get the result. Vipaka. So it should be understood that both karma and vipaka, they are purely mental. They are purely mental. So this is another kind of the type of consciousness. Kusala, akusala, vipaka, and then the fourth type of the consciousness is called kiriya. Kiriya. So kiriya is a normally we call chemically affected. That's why we usually translate in English is functional mind. Just that kind of mind, kiriya chitta, make it function. Nothing left in stream of our mind. No, nothing left. The difference is kusala chitta, wholesome consciousness, akusala chitta, unwholesome consciousness left the energy in our stream of mind. After they disappear, some energy stored in the stream of our mind. That energy follow our life, many lives. Very dangerous. So this kind of wholesome and unwholesome consciousness give the result. So they are not functional. That's why we call in different name. Kusala, akusala, wholesome, unwholesome. But the fourth type of consciousness is kiriya. Kiriya means just doing the function. That just doing the function means that there's no energy left in your stream of mind. In your stream of mind, Yeah. So this is very important to understand first. There are another four type of consciousness: kusala, akusala, vipaka, and kiriya. So kiriya chitta is very strange consciousness. Kiriya chitta is especially for Buddha and Arahant, not ordinary person. We have no chance to arrive this kind of consciousness. Just we learn after we learn rootless consciousness, rootless functional mind. Panchadhara Vajana Chitta, Manodhara Vajana Chitta rise in our mind. Yeah. But the other functional mind, no. The other functional mind is never ever arise in an ordinary person. So kiriya chitta is especially for Buddha and Arahant, because in their mind there's no kilesa, no mental defilement, no mental impurity. That's why in that kind of chitta, kiriya chitta, just doing the function. No commit energy left after disappearing. So first we need to understand like this, four kind of consciousness. Okay, so like this, four type of consciousness we have in the table. It'd be very easy to remember. Unwholesome consciousness, we already learned this question. Akusala chitta, 12 kind. Akusala chitta. And then another kind of the consciousness is a wholesome consciousness, kusala chitta. We will learn later. Not yet. Kusala chitta is a 21 kind of kusala chitta. So you can compare. And wholesome consciousness just only 12. Wholesome consciousness is 21. That's why we can destroy unwholesome consciousness with the wholesome consciousness. More power. And then another group is resultant consciousness, vipaka chitta. altogether Vipaka Citta is 36 kind of Vipaka Citta, isn't it? 36 kind. 36 kind of Vipaka Citta. So today we study just only 18 kind of Vipaka Citta. Ahetuka Vipaka Citta is only 18 kind. So 18 kind of Ahetuka Citta is included in that group Vipaka Citta. And three are Kiriya. Yeah, 3 are Kiriya. So Vipaka Citta is not only 18, 15. 15 kind of Ahetuka Citta is included in the Vipaka Citta resultant consciousness. Okay, and then another group is functional mind, functional consciousness, Kiriya Citta. It's especially Buddha and Arahant. So altogether, functional mind, functional consciousness is 20 kind of the functional consciousness. So altogether, we call the 89 kind of consciousness. We got. Okay. Okay, so today we will learn the Ahetuka Citta. So how many Ahetuka Citta? There are 18 kind of the Ahetuka Citta. So first we will consider the what Ahetuka. Ahetuka. So Ahetuka means A and Hetu. Ka is a no meaning here. Yeah. So Hetu means we already know. Hetu means root. So there are 6 kind of root we already learned. 3 are unwholesome and 3 are good root. So I don't say that wholesome root because of the good. We say generally good root meaning is generally we say it's related with the wholesome and it related with the Vipaka, Rasada, and it's related with the Kiriya functional. That's why we say 3 good rules. Aloba, Adosa, Amoha. It's connect with the wholesome consciousness and Vipaka Citta, Rasada consciousness, and the Kiriya Citta functional consciousness. Okay, so they belong to the beautiful Cetasikas. That's why we call good root. So altogether, there are 6 kind of root. So 3 are bad and evil root. So these Citta arise with none of these 6 root. No root. That's why we call Ahetuka. Ahetu, Baka is no meaning. So no root. That's why we translate the rootless consciousness. Okay. So here's a table. You need to understand easily this one. We have Ahetuka Citta, rootless consciousness, altogether 18 kind of rootless consciousness. Have a 3 subgroup. 3 subgroup is number 1 group is Akusala Vipaka. Resultant of the unwholesome consciousness, 7 kind. And then another subgroup is Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka. Here we need to modify with the word Ahetuka. The previous one, this one, Akusala vipaka. Directly we say akusala vipaka. Because akusala vipaka always, no Sahitika. And we don't need to say. That's why. Just we understood. So akusala vipaka is we didn't say like this. Ahetuka. But here Ahetuka kusala vipaka. Because kusala vipaka is sometimes root with the root, sometimes without root. That's why. That's why here we put the more works Ahetuka kusala vipaka. Rootless resultant of wholesome is 8 kind. Okay, and then another subgroup is Kiriya Citta. Kiriya Citta also Ahetuka Kiriya Citta. So rootless functional mind, 3 kind. So altogether we got the 18 kind of the Ahetuka Citta rootless consciousness. Okay, so we will learn today these kind of Citta consciousness one by one. Okay. Okay. So first group. The first group is Ahetuka akusala vipaka citta. So the word vipaka means something which is ripened, something which has become mature. So vipaka Pali meaning is like this. Something which has ripened, something which has become mature. We get the result because of the mature. So its meaning is a result. So it's explained that the vipaka here must be identical with its cause. Identical with its cause, since the citta are the result of the karma. So karma is there are 2 kind of karma. In the karma condition, the Buddha said, kusala kusalang karma vipakana khandana katata charubana karma pachena pacho in Pali. So kusala chedana, 2 kind. Kusala akusala. That meaning. So karma has a 2 kind of karma: kusala karma, akusala karma. So that the result vipaka citta is because of the kusala karma, because of the akusala karma. Kusala karma give the result, good result. Eta vipaka. Akusala karma give the result, bad result or evil result. Aneta vipaka. We call in Pali. We already that one. Eta vipaka, aneta vipaka. We say 2 different results because of the cause has a 2 different cause. Kusala karma and akusala karma. Okay, so karma is one of the manifesta, isn't it? Karma is one of the manifesta. What kind of manifesta? You remember? What kind of manifesta? Karma, we call karma. The Buddha said, Chedanaham bhikkhave kammang vadami. That meaning is Chedana or motivation is called karma. Yeah. Yeah. So Chedana is a universal manifesta. Yeah. That Chetana, that kind of the manifests is called karma. So Chetana associate all kind of mind. That's why we need to more to understand this kind of Chetana is associated with the unwholesome consciousness or wholesome consciousness. Only two kinds. That's why we have only two kinds of the karma. Kusala karma, Chetana associated with the kusala, wholesome consciousness. Akusala karma we call, because Chetana, that Chetana motivation associated with the unwholesome consciousness. Okay? So anyway, they all are mental fetters. All mental. Mental group. So it must be mental and it must be must take an object so that the resultant is identical with the cause. Identical with the cause meaning is the resultant, the good the cause give the good result. The bad cause give the bad result. That's why we say what we get, what we sow. If you plant the very sweet fruit tree, you will get the sweet fruit. But if you plant different kind of the fruit, the tree you plant, you will get it. Yeah, so identical result we will get. So that we call it identical result. The chitta and Cetasika, no material property, no material. Here, because we learn here only consciousness, isn't it? Yeah. But there is a kamacharupa also, material kamacharupa. But now we learn only consciousness. That's why. Okay. Okay. So in the manual, the Abhidhamma, akusala vibhaka cittani, we say in Pali is upekha sahagatang chakku vinyana. This is a one kind. Tata meaning is the same kind of the feeling. Upekha sahagatang, the meaning. But we didn't say this one again and again. That's why tata meaning is the following citta, no mention, especially the following citta, Soda Vinyana, Upekha Sagata. Kana Vinyana also Upekha Sagata. Jiva Vinyana also Upekha Sagata. That means tata. So Upekha, second one is Upekha Sagata, Soda Vinyana. Upekha Sagata, Kana Vinyana. Upekha Sagata, Jiva Vinyana. So these kind of consciousness in our daily life we have Chakku high consciousness when we see, Soda Vinyana, ear consciousness when we hear, Kana Vinyana when we smell, the nose consciousness, so Kana Vinyana, and Jiva Vinyana when we eat something, Jiva Vinyana. Yeah. And then another one, number 5 is a dukkha sahagata, change. The feeling is different. Dukkha sahagata. So this is very important. We need to explain this one in detail. Dukkha sahagata kaya vinyana. Kaya vinyana is the body consciousness. We have body, so body consciousness sometimes pain So at that time, this dukkha sahagatan kaya vinyana. So we need to understand, oh, I have a pain. So this is a just only body consciousness, not you. But our minds generally, our mind, oh, I feel pain. Say like this. Huh? Oh, I have a lot of pain. So we say like this. But according to the Abhidhamma, kaya vinyana, dukkha kaya vinyana. Arise and disappear. Arising and disappear. Yeah. But without concentration power, we can't see that one. Very difficult. Without insight wisdom, we cannot accept that view. Huh? Just only kaya vinyana is we need matter power to see that one. Yeah. So that's very, very important. And then another one, number 6 is upekha sahagatan sampadejana citta. Sampadejana citta is you remember previous lecture, the 5-door process, sampadejana, receiving consciousness, receive the data about the object. Yeah. So sampadejana citta is a receiving consciousness. And then upekha sahagatan, number 7, the last one of that group. Upekha sahagatan santirana chitan cheti. Santirana citta. What kind? Santirana is investigating consciousness. Investigate. Investigate the information. So at the time, that kind of consciousness has a function, investigating function. So various kind of consciousness has a various kind of function they perform. Some consciousness, they are very busy. They have the ability to do 5 functions. 5 functions. Maximum 5 functions. Some consciousness just only 1 function. For example, Chakku Vinyana. Chakku Vinyana has only 1 function, seeing function, just only seeing function. The other function cannot. Soda Vinyana also just only 1 function, hearing function, isn't it? The other function cannot do that. And Kana Vinyana has the only function. What kind of function? Huh? Smell. Smell, just only smell, not the other function. And Jiva Vinyana, tasting function. Kaya Vinyana, the touching function. Only 1 function. But in different other different kind of function, citta consciousness has more than 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe maximum 5 functions. But one time, no 5 functions. One time, 1 function. But different situation, they can perform different functions. So we will learn later. Don't worry about that. Just introduction. Free introduction. So akusala vipaka citta, the resultant akusala, resultant unwholesome consciousness has the 7 kinds. So that's why imani sattapi akusala vipaka cittani nama. This is a pali. Imani means these 7 kinds of, these consciousness, not 7 kinds, these consciousness. Imani cittani, that means imani cittani. The consciousness, satta be seven kind. We call nama means call, but akusala vipaka chitta.
This is Sankirana Chittam.
Yeah, so Chittan Chiti is in our Bali, but it's possible Chittan Chati and Chittan Chiti because according to the Pali grammar, it's possible two ways. But according to our Burmese, Pali book, we accept this one, Chittan Chiti, not Chati. Yeah. That's fine, but it's correct. Chittan Chati also correct because of the Pali grammar is a two-way in that case. Yeah, no problem. Huh? Yeah. Okay. So one by one, we will learn this seven kind of the Ahetuka, Akusala Vipaka Chitta. Here. So I make a table like this. Akusala Vipaka, resultant or unwholesome consciousness, 7. Number 1 is Upekkha Cittas. Upekkha Cittas meaning is with a neutral feeling. Upekkha is a neutral feeling. Chakkaviññāṇa is a I consciousness. And then another one is Upekkha Cittas, say, with a neutral feeling, Sota Viññāṇa, ear consciousness. And then number 3 is Upekkha Cittas with a neutral feeling, Ghana Viññāṇa, nose consciousness. And then Upekkha Cittas, number 4 is the same, the neutral feeling, Jingwa Viññāṇa, tongue consciousness. So these 4 kind of consciousness has the same type of feeling, neutral feeling, isn't it? Neutral feeling, neutral feeling, neutral feeling, neutral feeling. But the different one is number 5. Number 5 is a dukkha sahagata. Dukkha sahagata means with the painful feeling. Kaya viññāṇa, body consciousness. So body consciousness has a different kind of feeling. Different kind of feeling is a painful feeling. Because of the resultant is a what kind of resultant? Unwholesome resultant, isn't it? That's why painful feeling. But we need to discuss this one. Why? The previous 4 consciousness, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, they are saying neutral feeling. Why only kaya, viññāṇa, body consciousness is different? Dukkha sahagata, painful feeling. Why? So maybe you have a big question. The karma, the generally answer is the karma, but we need to discuss more detail. This one, more detail. Yeah, akusala karma, result is akusala karma. Unconsciousness here, unconsciousness, ear consciousness, no consciousness, tongue consciousness also, they are also resultant of the akusala, but they are not, dukkha sahagata. They are upekkha sahagata. Why? It's a big problem. That's why we were discuss more detail later. This one important. So keep in your mind this one. We need to discuss later. Okay. So just right now, I would like to explain the 7 kind of the consciousness here. So another number 6 is the Upekkha Cittas. Usually Upekkha Cittas. Upekkha Cittas with the neutral feeling. Sampadecana Citta, receiving consciousness. And number 7, the last one, Upekkha Cittas with the neutral feeling. What kind of consciousness? Santirana, investigating consciousness. Okay? Yeah. So these 7 kind of consciousness are result of the unwholesome. Akusala vipaka in Pali. Akusala vipaka, the result of the unwholesome. So in our daily life, these consciousness, sometimes we see eta or aneta, desirable or undesirable, undesirable. When we see undesirable object, when we hear undesirable sound, that kind of consciousness arises. We cannot run away, isn't it? When we open the eye, when we open the ear, always open eye and ear. Eye sometimes closed, but ear is always open. Maybe you put the earplug. But we cannot close these kind of too. So anyway, so these are unwholesome, result of unwholesome. Okay, so I will discuss this one by one and a little bit more detail to understand. So we already learned the process of mind, isn't it? The process of mind, for example, in the I do and mind do, two do, the visible objects, right? So at the time, the Adita Bhuanga, the first kind of mind is Adita Bhuanga. Oh, sorry. Adita Bhuanga. And then second one, Bhuanga Chalana, vibration. And then that one is arrest Bhuanga, Bhungubachita. This is a part of our resultant mind, resultant consciousness. After that, Pancha Dwara Vajana Chitta. Since to consciousness meaning here, Dwara Vajana is mentioned just Dwara Vajana, but this is the Pancha Dwara Vajana. By do abiding consciousness. And then Chakku Vinyana. Here mentioned is a Pancha Vinyana. Pancha Vinyana means a combination of the 5. Eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, 5. So we generally say Pancha Vinyana. Sense consciousness. Sense consciousness meaning is eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, and body consciousness. Maybe according to do. In ear do, ear consciousness. In eye do, eye consciousness. In nose do, nose consciousness. In tongue do, tongue consciousness. In body do, body consciousness. Like this. And then after that, receiving consciousness, isn't it? Sampatichana Chitta, number 12. Number 6. And then number 7, investigating consciousness, Sandhiyana Chitta. And then number 8, Vattavana, determining consciousness. After that, 9 to 15, 7 kind of the consciousness is same. Jhavana, we call Jhavana, dynamic consciousness. But sometimes in translation, impartial consciousness, but I like a dynamic consciousness to translate. Impartial is not clear understanding. Dynamic is more very close to the Pali word Jhavana. So maybe wholesome Jhavana, maybe unwholesome Jhavana. After that, registering consciousness to 16 and 17 is a registering consciousness. So the process in when we see, when we hear, in the 5 things too, the process is saying like this. The pattern is saying like this. That's why here, number 6 and number 7. Sampadechana Citta, Sandirana Citta is always with the in the 5 things too. That's why we put in that group. Yeah. Sampadechana Citta and Sandirana Citta. Because they are working together in the process of mind. Understand? That's why we call 7 kind of the Ahetuka Akusala Vipaka Citta. Akusala Vipaka Citta, 7. 5 are things, 5 things. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, consciousness, and Sampadechana Citta and Sandirana Citta. Receiving consciousness and investigating consciousness. Together, 7 we call. So not very difficult to remember that kind of consciousness, isn't it? Very easy to remember. Not too difficult. We have the 5 things too. So 5 things too is ear, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. 3 or 5. So 5 consciousness we got. And we add more 2 consciousness, Sampadechana Citta, receiving consciousness, and Santirana Citta, determining, investigating consciousness. These number 6 and 7, because they are working together with in these 5 things too. Always they investigate, always they receive, and after that, always they investigate the information what we get in 5 things too. Understand? That's why we call the 7 Akusala Vipaka Citta. Okay? So we need to more detailed discussion about the Chakku Viññāṇa. First, Citta is a Upekasa Gaddang Chakku Viññāṇa. So Chakku Viññāṇa means eye consciousness. Eye consciousness means a consciousness depends on the eye do. Chakku dwara. Eye do, Chakku dwara. Without eye do, if you close your eye do, no eye consciousness, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why eye consciousness depends on the eye do. So that's why we call eye consciousness. That consciousness depends on the I do. That's why we call that kind of consciousness is Chakku Viññāṇa, eye consciousness. So the other different do also. Ear consciousness depends on ear do. Nose consciousness depends on nose do. Tongue consciousness depends on tongue do. Body consciousness depends on body do, isn't it? But here we need to understand the eye really means the sensitivity in the eye, not the whole eyeball. Not the whole eyeball. In the modern technology, they say retina. In our eye, there's a retina. The visible object, appear in that part of the material. That material we call Chakku Pasara in Pali. Chakku Pasara. Chakku Pasara in English translation is eye sensitivity. Eye sensitivity is a material. Chakku Pasara. So there's a place when the image strike and then appear. So this is called retina in the modern science terminology. So image strike there. And then the nerve sent to the message to the brain and so on. Very, very, different. The working together in our material, the brain, and then, the sense store together working, and then we get the information, what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, what we touch, like this. Okay, so eye consciousness, that eye consciousness is accompanied by upekha feeling, indifferent feeling or neutral feeling only. But I think you have a question. No, when I see something, I have no neutral feeling. I like or I'm feeling dislike. But this is not, the Buddha explains just in the moment of seeing. After seeing, you have a lot of different kind of feeling depending on your mental situation, isn't it? Yeah. Same object, different person, different feeling. But at the moment of seeing, say, any kind of person, same object you see, at the seeing moment of seeing, the feeling is a neutral feeling, upekha, not the other feeling. But after your different mental situation, after seeing, the feeling is different. You need to understand like this, okay? Yeah, so the Abhidhamma teaching is very microscopic teaching. That's why moment by moment, the Buddha explained in detail. Yeah, that's very important. Huh? We can apply the one in the Vipassana practice. Yeah, Vipassana inside meditation. Because we watch every single moment, so we can see it. Okay, so we go to the next one. Next one is Upekha Sahagata Sota Vijnana, isn't it? So Sota Vijnana, Sota means here, Sota means ear. So if you are deaf, if you have no sensitivity in ear, so hearing or ear consciousness will not arise, isn't it? So Sota Vijnana or ear consciousness means consciousness that depends on the ear to arise. And also is accompanied by the indifferent feeling or neutral feeling. That's why upekha sakata. Same, not difficult. Okay, go to the next one. The next one is Kana Vijnana. Kana here, Kana means nose. Nose is not the whole nose. Nose sensitivity. In our nose, there's a nose sensitivity, like the shape of the lap or the coat or something like this. I explain. Anyway, just we need to understand. Nose means a nose sensitivity. So nose consciousness is also consciousness, kind of the consciousness depend on the nose too. So nose means sensitivity in the nose where we experience the smell. Okay, so consciousness that depends on the part of the nose is called nose consciousness. And then the different one, next one. The next one is Jinwa Vijnana. Jinwa Vijnana is very busy Vijnana, I think. Every day we search various kind of tastes. We go to the different restaurant and we taste a different kind of food. So Jinwa means tongue. Tongue is not the whole tongue. Tongue is on the tongue, the various parts like the lotus flower. There's surface, so different tastes, the different parts get the different taste. So if you want to know detail in chapter 6, the material, chapter 6, I discussed this one in detail. Okay, so here, consciousness depends on the tando. The tando, that consciousness arise. That's why we call Jinwa Vinyana, Tan consciousness. So Tan consciousness also accompany or associate by Upeka, neutral feeling as well. So 5 consciousness has a neutral feeling. And then 4 consciousness. And then the 5th consciousness, the 5th one is a Dukkha Sahagata. This is a very, very different previous consciousness. The 5th one is accompanied by pain, dukkha, that meaning. So vinyana is a kaya vinyana. And kaya means body. So body do. That consciousness depends on the body do. That's why we call body consciousness kaya vinyana. So this consciousness very strange because of the feeling is a non-neutral feeling. Feeling is a painful feeling. So we need to discuss this one in more detail. Okay. So these 7 type consciousness are, we already discussed this one. 7 consciousness are the resultant of the akusala vipaka. So it gives the painful result. Should be. Because of the akusala result should be painful, or should be painful, not neutral. But since they are the result of akusala, the object we see, we hear, and so on, are undesirable objects. What kind of object? Undesirable object, not desirable object. So, for example, if you see something very ugly, if you see something you don't like, so there's a type of consciousness, isn't it? There's this type of consciousness, I consciousness. And then another example, if you hear a sound which you don't like, or which is very too loud. In Myanmar, the loudspeaker, too loud. For your ears, so at that kind of consciousness we call upekasagata sotta vinyana. But no upeka, after you very lost, complain. I have the news, the foreigner visiting Myanmar in Mandalay. At night, the crew chanting, they make a horn, the crew chanting at night. That person cannot sleep very close to the hotel where he stay. So he very, very angry, and he go to that place and he complain. He take off the plastic microphone. So he need to go to the court because of the so like this. Not neutral feeling. After that, but just hearing is a neutral feeling. But if you can stop at that moment, it's good. But go on, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Anyway, so that's kind of consciousness. And then dukkha sakata, kaya vinyana, bodily feeling. You hit yourself, or you have pain. You cut your hand, maybe you pain there, isn't it? So when there's a pain in the physical body, you experience that pain with the kind of consciousness, painful feeling, not neutral. At the moment of touching, if you cut your hand, not uppercut. Seriously, you feel pain, isn't it? Yeah. This is very easy to understand, but we need to discuss more about that. Okay, so later this one. Okay, so the next one is the Upeka Sakata Sampadechana Chitta. Sampadechana meaning is accepting or receiving. So that kind of consciousness accompanied by neutral feeling, indifferent feeling, Upeka. So Sampadechana is accepting or receiving consciousness. Sampadechana Chitta. So receiving consciousness means the consciousness which receives the object presented by the preceding sense-to consciousness, or ear consciousness, or eye consciousness, or ear consciousness, or nose consciousness, or tongue consciousness, or body consciousness. Just receive that object with the kind of consciousness. Okay? And then the last one is Upekha Sahagata Sandirana Chitta. So Sandirana means what? Sandirana means investigating. So investigating consciousness we call that kind of consciousness investigate the object already received by receiving consciousness. So that meaning is that receiving consciousness and investigation consciousness very close. Yeah. Receiving consciousness, investigation consciousness always follow receiving consciousness. After receive, investigate. So this is called indifferent. This is accompanied indifferent feeling, neutral feeling. So the object of these 7 types of consciousness is always undesirable object. Not desirable object. Undesirable object. If the objects are desirable, there should be result of the kusala, wholesome consciousness. Isn't it? So it is a resultant consciousness, which is the result of the preceding unwholesome consciousness we call akusala vipaka citta. Okay? Okay, so we need to more detail about the consciousness, this consciousness. Chakku vinyana, eye consciousness, or sota vinyana, ear consciousness, gana vinyana, nose consciousness, jiva vinyana, tongue consciousness, kaya vinyana, body consciousness. All these 5 consciousness, sense consciousness, associate with the only universal manifest. Just 7 kind of universal manifest. They associate with the phasa contact. They associate with the vedana feeling. The feeling is what kind of feeling? Neutral feeling, isn't it? The feeling is no other feeling, the neutral feeling only. And then sanya, possession, and then chetana, intention, ekagata, one pointedness, chivindriya, light faculty, and manasikara, attention. These are we call universal manifest. So Chakra Vijnana, Soda Vijnana, Gana Vijnana, Jima Vijnana, Kaya Vijnana, these 5 kind of Vijnana consciousness associate only 7 universal manifest. That's why they are not very powerful. They are not very powerful. They just accept the object. They just accept the knowing the object. No root, isn't it? No lobha, no dosa, no moha, no unwholesome root, and no good root. Alobha, adosa, amoha as well. So just seeing, no problem. That's why when we practice meditation, we trying to stop. We trying to stay in just seeing situation, isn't it? That's why we focus, seeing, hearing, smiling, tasting, touching, like this. We practice the inside meditation, mindfulness meditation, isn't it? Because if we can stop that situation, there's no, wholesome and unwholesome root. That's why we become neutral. No problem. The problem after that, we cannot stop here. The following many things happen. Receiving and investigating and determining, and after that, unwholesome and wholesome rises. A problem. So to avoid this problem, that's why we focus on seeing. So our mind stop seeing. So that meaning the seeing consciousness, the Chakra Vijnana, eye consciousness, just associated with 7 universal manifesta, no root, that's meaning. Our mind is no karmic energy store, free from the storage of the karmic energy. So that meaning is that later we had no becoming. Becoming meaning no life. We can choose samsara, round of rebirth, like this. Yeah. So that's very important. Yeah. So that's why the Buddha kept the instruction, Ditte Dittamatam Boisati, Malucha Putta Sutta. And Malucha Putta Sutta is very, the popular, about the Vipassana, talking about the Vipassana, Malucha Putta. So Malucha Putta means that person is the son of the Malucha. Malucha is a name of the person, the father name, or maybe mother name. That's why that person called Malucha Putta. Putta is son. The Pali is, like this. The Sariputta, Sariputta is Sariputta is the son of the Sari. Sari mother. Sari is the name of the mother. So mother name is Sari. So in Pali at the Buddha time, easily they call Sariputta. That person also. Malucha Putta is the son of the Malucha. So the Buddha did the very short instruction. Ditte Dittamatam Bodhisattva. Ditte means when you see something. Dittamatam. Just you need to stay seeing moment, not beyond the part. Train your mind, please. So that meaning, train your mind, please. Just staying at the seeing moment, not beyond that. If you beyond that point, many problems come to you. Yeah. But not easy, isn't it? We need concentration. We need vidya, isn't it? Huh? We need mindfulness, sati. Yeah, we need wisdom. We need five-minded power. Yeah. Before five-minded power is before powerful, it's not possible. It's not. It cannot stop it. All is beyond this state. Yeah. So the Buddha gave the instruction like this: Ditti dittammadambosati, Sutte suttammadambosati, Mutte muttammadambosati. Okay, so the Chakku-viññana, Sotta-viññana, Gana-viññana, Jima-viññana, Kaya-viññana, not only just kind of the consciousness, but also seven universal manifesta. They are working together like this. This is a mandakru, one you see moment. At the seeing moment, at the hearing moment, at the smelling moment, at the tasting moment, at the touching moment, just only the 8 crew of mind, mental. Mind, the consciousness also mental, manifesta also mental. So just only these mental crew are working together. So sanya, if you want to separate the aggregate, you can. So in there, how many aggregate? Please. How many aggregate in there? We have a 5 aggregate, isn't it? Rupa khanda, material, Vedana khanda, feeling, Sanya khanda, perception, sanya, Sankhara khanda, matter formation, Viññana khanda. So how many khanda here? How many khanda? Easy. There's a feeling, number 2, in the manifesta, number 2, Vedana is a feeling. This is a feeling, Vedana khanda, isn't it? Feeling aggregate. And then number 3, Sanya, possession. This is another aggregate. Sanya khanda, possession aggregate. So we call 2 kind of aggregate, two aggregate. Okay? And then Sankhara khanda. Where is the Sankhara khanda? The other remaining manifesta, Phassa, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitendriya, Manasikara, 5. 5 kind of manifesta we call number 3 khanda, Sankhara khanda, mental formation group. So Sankhara khanda means that they are worker group. Another way is we call it worker group. To make an activity, various kind of activity, kaya kamma, vachi kamma, or mano kamma, with them. With the power of them, we make various kind of kaya kamma, vachi kamma, mano kamma, many. Only one day, 24 hours, you remember how many? Many, isn't it? Because of them. We call Sankhara khanda. So Sankhara khanda is a combination of the 5 manifesta here. Only 5 manifesta. Phassa, Chetana, Ekakata, Jivitendriya, Manasikara. It's another aggregate, Sankhara. Okay, So we left only one khanda. Vijnana khanda. Here, vijnana khanda. Chakku vijnana is a vijnana khanda. Sota vijnana is a vijnana khanda, isn't it? So like this. Khanda vijnana, vijnana khanda. Jiva vijnana, vijnana khanda. Kaya vijnana, vijnana khanda. So here how many khanda? 4. Only 4 khanda. Seeing movement or hearing movement or smelling movement or tasting movement or touching movement, whatever. Just only 4 khanda you have. Nothing. Or at all. 4 khanda at all. No more, isn't it? At the moment, just only 4 nama khanda arises. No panavasa. Just 4 nama khanda. Surely 4 nama khanda. Because we learn the consciousness, that's why we say like this, but actually 5 khanda. Because we have Chakupasara here. Chakku Vijnana arises, depend on Chakupasara. So Chakupasara is a material aggregate, Rupa khanda. So altogether, we get a 5 khanda. So every moment, seeing moment, hearing moment, whatever kind of the moment, we have only 5 khanda. That's why the Buddha point out, any moment, just only 5 khanda, no other. But, according to the Pinyati, we say, this is Panavasa. This is Panavasa temple. This is Panavasa bowl. This is a Panavasa road. This is a Panavasa computer. But just aggregate. Panyati is many. But reality is just only 5. Yeah. Very interesting. But our mind is very crazy. Our mind didn't accept that kind of khanda. Our mind just only accept the panyati. That's problem. That's problem. The reality, we have these 5 khanda, but our mind is distorted. Citta vipanasa. That's why we think, oh no, not 5 khanda, not 5 khanda. It's me. It's mine. It's my house. It's my family. It's my son. It's my daughter. Like this. Yeah. So this citta vipanasa we have. So that's why when we practice meditation, we want to break, or we want to destroy the citta vipanasa, distortion of the consciousness. Now, if you see every single moment, if you see only these 5 khanda or 4 khanda, whatever, if you see this every single moment, you're free from the distortion, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why the Buddha teaching said, like this, we need to practice to see the truth. Truth is what? Truth is just for 4 khanda or 5 khanda, no other. Okay, so we go to the next one. The next one, kind of citta is a sampadechana citta, isn't it? We have 5 kind of citta, 5 kind of consciousness. So after 5 kind of consciousness, Sampatechana Citta, receiving consciousness. So receiving consciousness working what kind of manifest? More than 7. Receiving consciousness associate 7 universal manifest group and also 3 occasional manifest. So altogether, how many? 10 kind of manifest. So Sampatechana Citta, receiving consciousness, working with 10 kind of manifest. So receiving consciousness has a little bit more energy than the eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness. Because he has this kind of consciousness has more 3 manifest. Vitaka, initial application, Vichara, sustained application, and Adhimokha, determination. That's why Sampatechana Citta is a little bit more, has a little bit more energy than the previous one. Eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness. We say like this. Because of Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokha. But anyway, if we look at the khanda, how many khanda here? According to the khanda, how many khanda here? Only 4, isn't it? The feeling, Vedana, is a Vedana khanda, isn't it? The sanya, perception, is a sanya khanda. Number 1, number 2. And then number 3, sankhara khanda. How many? Phassa, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitendriya, Manasikara, Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokha. Altogether, 8. 8 kind of manifest we call Nada Khanda, Sankhara Khanda. Mandal formation group. The worker group. The worker, 3 more workers involved. Vitaka, Vichara, Adhimokha. That's why that consciousness more powerful than the previous one. Understand? Yeah. And then number 4 khanda is this one. Sampatechana Citta, Sampatechana receiving consciousness is a consciousness, Vinyana khanda. So 4 manifest we call it. 4 aggregate. Only 4 aggregate. But in detail is a more manifest, more powerful. The mind is more powerful. Okay, understand? So when we practice meditation, we need to see the 4 aggregate only. Yeah, not the other. Yeah. Okay, so we go to the next one. The last one is Santirana Citta. Upekasakata Santirana Citta. So Upekasaka Santirana Citta, investigating consciousness, is working together with the 7 universal manifesta and 3 occasional manifesta. So altogether 10 kind of manifesta working with the Santirana Citta, investigating consciousness. So previous consciousness, Samprachana Citta and Santirana Citta, receiving consciousness and investigating consciousness has equal power. No different, isn't it? Because the equal manifesta. Same. 7 universal manifesta, Vitaka, Vichara, Dhimmoka. So, receiving consciousness and investigating consciousness has the same power. According to the Khanda, how many Khanda? Also 4 Khanda, isn't it? Vedana is a Vedana Khanda. Sanya, perception is a Sanya Khanda. The other 7 11. 8 manifesta. 8 manifesta is a Sankhara Khanda and Santirana Citta, investigating consciousness is a Vijnana Khanda. So we got only 4 Khanda. Same as well. Yeah. Okay. So after understanding this one, we go to the little bit more explanation about the previous one. Among the 6 sphere consciousness. 6 sphere consciousness means Kama Vachara Citta. So Kama Vachara Citta and 1st sphere consciousness, Rupa Vachara Citta, and formless sphere consciousness, Arupa Vachara Citta. So among of them, there are Kusala Vipaka. Kusala Vipaka is a common name for them. For 6 sphere consciousness, Kamavachara Kusala Vipaka. For 1st sphere consciousness, Rupavachara Kusala Vipaka. For formless sphere consciousness, Arupavachara Kusala Vipaka. Understand? Yeah. So according to sphere, according to the place, we say like this. Kusala Vipaka, generally we say Kusala Vipaka. Because of Kusala, many different kind of Kusala, wholesome, Kamavachara Kusala, 6 sphere wholesome, Rupavachara Kusala, 4 sphere wholesome, Arupavachara Kusala, formless sphere wholesome. Like this. So we have only 3 Kusala right now. So we can apply with a Kusala Vipaka, Kamavachara Kusala Vipaka, Rupavachara Kusala Vipaka, Arupavachara Kusala Vipaka. Don't be confused, okay? So they are resultant of the Kusala. We call resultant was design Kusala Vipaka. So in order to differentiate these type of consciousness from the word Ahetuka, okay? Ahetuka is put in front of the words Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka. We use like this. Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka. But we don't have to say they are Ahetuka because Ahetuka Vipaka Citta are always Ahetuka. But no Akusala Vipaka, which is accompanied by Hetu. That's why we don't say Ahetuka with the Kusala. It may include Kusala Vipaka Citta, which are with the root. Understand? We didn't modify Ahetuka, maybe we confuse. Because Kusala Vipaka has a two type, Sahetuka or Ahetuka. Which one? Just we say Kusala Vipaka, it's not complete mention. It's not because Kusala Vipaka has two different types, Ahetuka and Sahetuka, with rules and without rules. So that's why. Just we say Kusala Vipaka is not complete mention. We need to modify. We need to differentiate. Which one? Ahetuka or Sahetuka? So we made the differentiation. That confusion, we need put in front of Kusala Vipaka, we put Ahetuka. That's a clear. Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka is not Sahetuka Kusala Vipaka. Huh? Understand? That's why. That's why Ahetuka must be used here in front of the Kusala Vipaka. Okay. So how many? Kusala Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittani. In the Pali, the manual, the Abhidhamma, say Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittani. Upekhasagadam Chakku Vinyana. Same. Patha Upekhasagadam Sota Vinyana. Upekhasagadam Ghana Vinyana. Upekhasagadam Jinwa Vinyana. All are Upekha. But number 5, Sukha Sahagatam Kaya Vinyana. Kaya Vinyana is Sukha here. And then number 6, Upekhasagadam Sampatichana Chitta. And number 7, Somanasa Sahagatam Santirana Chitta. This is the extra one. Number 8, Upekhasagadam Santirana Chittin Cheti. So without the number 7, all are saying the previous Akusala Vipaka Citta. Isn't it? The extra one is number 7, extra one. Somanasa Sahagatam Santirana Chitta. So here, Kusala Vipaka Citta is 2 kind of Santirana. Somanasa Sahagata Santirana, Upekha Sahagata Santirana. That's why Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittani is 8. Imani Athapi. Atha means 8. Imani Cittani. These Cittas are 8 kinds. Athapi Kusala Vipaka Ahetuka Cittani Nama. So the menu Abhidhamma is mentioned like this. Okay, so it's not very difficult. It's a very easy to understand. Just only we need to understand Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka means Vipaka without Hetu, without root. So there are 8 types of consciousness here. The first 4 are the same with the previous Akusala Vipaka. What's different? The different is the object only. Consciousness say, Upakasagada, Chakuinyana, Soda Vinyana, Gana Vinyana, Jima Vinyana, Kaya Vinyana, previous group also, this group also. Say, but what is different? We need to understand different. The different is their object. Their object, previous one object is undesirable object. This one object is desirable object, good object. Because of the kusala vipaka, the result of wholesome. Understand? The result of wholesome, that's why the object is desirable object. Desirable object. Okay? So that's why when you see something beautiful, very beautiful thing, when you hear the song is a very melody song for you, and then when you smell a good smell, like this perfume, very, very famous, popular perfume or something like this. So these objects are good object, desirable object, isn't it? So here, since they are result of the kusala, wholesome, so they must be, the result must be good. Their object must be desirable object. But say, name of this the consciousness, say, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness. Say, okay? Okay, so the difference in object. The table I make here, the table is 8 kind of the kusala, vipaka, ahetuka, kusala, vipaka, citta. Rootless, resultant of wholesome consciousness, 8. Number 1, Cetasikas with a neutral feeling. Chakavinyana, eye consciousness. Number 2, Cetasikas with a neutral feeling. Soda Vinyana, ear consciousness. Cetasikas with a neutral feeling. No, Gana Vinyana, nose consciousness. Cetasikas with a neutral feeling. Jinwa Vinyana, tongue consciousness. But the difference is here. Number 5, Sukha Sahagata with a pleasant feeling, not neutral feeling. Kaya Vinyana, body consciousness. Body consciousness is different. And then number 6 is Upekasagata with a neutral feeling, Sampadejana Chitta, receiving consciousness. Number 7, Somanata Sakata with a pleasant feeling, Sandhyana Chitta, investigating consciousness. And number 8, Upekasagata with a neutral feeling, Sandhyana Chitta, also investigating consciousness. So here, 2 kind of investigating consciousness with a different feeling. Number 7 is Somanasa, pleasant feeling. Number 8, the last one is a neutral feeling, upeka. Okay. So body consciousness here. Body consciousness very different from. Body consciousness here also accompanied by the different feelings, sukha. Here sukha means very difficult to good translation for sukha. Very, very difficult. So we will just use a happiness or pleasure here. That's why we translate the pleasant feeling, sukha. But very difficult to get the good translation for English. Because when the body touch the thing is very soft, this kind of sensation arises, isn't it? So it's called sukha. If you hit against a rock, or very hard surface, there's a pain. This is we call dukkha. So if your body or hand touch something which is soft, pleasing to the touch, and then you have this kind of feeling, sukha, isn't it? For example, this is different in time. For example, the heater in the winter, the heater from the heat is very good sensation. But for summer, awful. So pleasant meaning is a change according to the situation. You see? Yeah. But generally we say pleasant feeling, generally we say. Mostly. Yeah. But it's a different according to the person, according to the the time, season. Yeah. It may be different. For example, if you have a precious stone, like a diamond, when you look at the diamond, for unconsciousness, it's very good, desirable object, isn't it? But if you hit your head with the diamond, whatever, body consciousness is not good, isn't it? So you can imagine like this, change. Very interesting, huh? Anyway, so sukha is sukha dukkha is like the embodied consciousness. So here, a little bit we need to discuss how many feelings we have in our life. We mentioned different kind of feeling in different situations, in different time, and in different person. But according to the Abhidhamma, there are only 5 feelings. Whoever, there's just only 5 feelings. But sometimes we say, in brief, we have the 3 kind of feeling. In detail, we have the 5 kind of feeling. 3 kind of feeling is sukha, dukkha, upekkha. No. Somanassa, dominassa, upekkha. Sorry. Somanassa, dominassa, upekkha. These are mando feelings, isn't it? But in detail, we need to add 2 more, dukkha and sukha. Altogether, 5 kind of feeling. Somanassa, dominassa, upekkha, and dukkha, sukha. Okay? But they are different. Feeling is a mental. Okay? Feeling is, because of feeling is a universal mental factor, so feeling is mental. Any kind of feeling, somanassa or dominassa or upekkha or dukkha or sukha, whatever, they are feeling, they are mental. But somanassa, dominassa, upekkha is purely mental. Pure mental. Dukkha and sukha are not like this. Dukkha and sukha are also mental, but they are connected with the body. They are connected with the body, our body. So, for example, when you are happy, by yourself, at that time, which kind of feeling? Somanasa. You have a pleasant touch and you're happy. For example, if you are sick on the very comfortable luxurious sofa or couch, you are very happy, huh? So that kind of sukha, that kind of feeling is sukha, not somanasa, because it's connected with the body, your body. Understand? Somanasa and sukha, different. Somanasa is purely mental. You happy in your mind, just no connection with the body. Okay, but if you sit on the sofa or very comfortable chair or whatever, you have feeling. That kind of feeling, not somanasa, it's a sukha. It connect with the body, our body. Okay, and then sometimes you feel so sorry, or you feel upset. That kind of feeling we call dominanza, isn't it? So you hit yourself against something, and then you have pain. At that time, what kind of feeling? Dukkha, isn't it? At that time, that kind of dukkha feeling connect with our body. That's why. So, sukha and dukkha have to do with the physical body. When you are just happy with a good feeling in your body, there's a sukha. You need to understand like this. Okay. Maybe we need to take more time to discuss that kind of feeling to understand later. Okay, because already 2:30. So I think we will stop here. So before stopping, I would like to announce we have a next 4 weeks, no class because I have to go travel. So no, because after rain retreat, afterwards, we have the Katina ceremony to the different temple. So we need to join with the different temple. That's why I have a no class for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So we will restart again. I think after 18 of the November. After 18 of the November, we will restart the lecture, Abhidhamma class, and the meditation class also. Okay, thank you very much for your watching. Okay, before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teaching stay longer and longer in the universe. So please say Buddha Sasana, Chirantidatu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasana, Chirantidatu. Buddha Sasana, Chirantidatu. Buddha Sasana, Chirantidatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you after 18th of the November. Okay. Have a nice weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.